Thursday. Erin?
All right, thank you, Chad. As you know, it's Groundhog Day, 6 more weeks of winter. And if you recall Bill Murray's famous movie, his character was living in a nightmare of a repeated February 2nd. Well, just like Bill Murray's never-ending nightmare, managing a rental property can sometimes feel like a bad dream that never ends. Now, Lindsay and Bridget at Island Realty are here to tell us how hiring a professional property manager will definitely restore your peace and your reality. So, ladies, as always, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And we were just laughing that in honor of Groundhog Day, you have some horrific, you said, critter stories to tell at rental properties. So
We
I'm
do.
waiting
Well,
to hear more.
It was kind of an entire nightmare scenario. A property was being self-managed by an owner, and he lived in Atlanta, and the
Okay.
house was on the Isle of Palms. So by the time he contacted us, the tenants had not paid rent for 3 months. They had had the electricity and the water turned off for non-payment for
geez.
3 months. It was summertime.
I can only
So
imagine.
they were living with all the doors and windows open. I think there were 4 guys in their early 20s.
Kinda like a frat house.
Kind of like a frat house with no power. So by the time we gained access to the house and got them evicted and helped him through that process, there were about a foot deep of beer cans through the entire house.
Oh my gosh.
And they actually had a pellet gun propped up in the corner of the living room because we realized there were rats and mice
You're
coming into
kidding
the house
me.
through the open windows
So that
and
was
doors.
the critter control, was the
And
pellet
he
gun
just,
or the beer bottles,
they would
right?
just sit on the couch while, and shoot the rats and mice. So you need a professional property manager to keep an eye on that
You
stuff for
definitely do. You don't want that to happen. So, Bridget, other than not needing a pellet gun and beer bottles
and
to
beer
take
cans.
care of your critters, like what are some of the other benefits of you guys in professional property management?
Right. Well, yeah, besides us having some vendors who can handle the creature catching for you, we are licensed professionals. We're licensed through our state. We have ongoing mandatory continuing education programs that we're involved with, and we're also members of the National Association of Residential Property Managers, which is a national group of professionals, and we go to their conventions, we take classes through them. It's just a lot to keep up on as far as laws and the latest, and we make sure we're educated.
Yeah, you know, what is the biggest reason? If someone watching right now is like, you know, man, maybe I could rent my place out, what's the #1 reason they should go to you guys?
peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Yes, we are licensed by the state of South Carolina. We're held to the highest ethical standards. We're members of the Association of Realtors, National Association of Residential Property Managers, and we are held to a standard, and we have to know what the laws are and why they are. So we keep owners within the guidelines of fair housing and the law. So you might be able to go out and find a tenant for your house, but that's just the first step.
Do you find a lot of the people that come to you have already tried it on their own and didn't quite work, so you're kind of like the rescue?
Yes.
So that's probably your most frequent.
We do a lot of rescue missions.
So if you're smart and you're watching right now, go to them first before you have rats and pellet guns and everything. And you guys also, well, we can go to islandrealty.com or your Facebook page, Island Realty, but you also have some beautiful properties if someone's interested in renting. How do we find out more about that?
Our properties on our website are updated on a daily basis if one comes available. So islandrealty.com, click on the annual rentals tab in the top right-hand corner of the website, and you'll get to see all of our available properties. And please give us a call if you have one that you're thinking about renting out in the Tri-County area.
Yeah, so now would be a good time planning for, is it too late for spring break coming up, like March, April?
No,
to
no,
contact you
and
guys?
our company is full service property management. We do long-term rentals, short-term rentals, HOA management, property monitoring,
do
basically any rental from 1 week to 1 year, we can take care of you.
So if you had people maybe coming to Charleston for spring break and you wanted a beach house, like
us a
you
call.
girls, the
We have
ladies
some
to go
available
to.
still.
Okay, and again, it's islandrealty.com.
It is.
Good. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
And thank you for helping people out with critters.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. All right, Island Realty, the place to go. And stay with us right here on Lowcountry Live. We'll be back with much more in just a moment.